Greetings, YouTube. One of the things that I have learned when I do Battlegrounds reaction videos to my own Battlegrounds play, if I do well, people understandably say, well, it's just because of your roster. You really aren't good. And then if I do poorly, people say, oh, see, I told you this guy sucks. So it's a lose-lose in a content creator sense. And I do get that from a psychological perspective, the human brain wants to feel better about itself. That's why it gives you a dopamine fix to insult somebody, to put them down. Might sound dark, might sound sad, but bullies get a high off of it because they feel higher up than the person they're bullying, and they're trying to instill a power dynamic. This is also why so many things throughout the course of human history have been justified as good versus evil, because if you view yourself as good and the enemy as evil, then you can do anything you want and feel better about yourself. All that's to say, I knew it was complete fool's gold when I started 3-0 in Battlegrounds, because I should have lost at least one of those matches, but probably closer to 2, maybe even 3. And so it's really quite funny to see I started with 3 wins and I ended up with 3 losses. Now, the first one, this guy's amazing. Great defenders. I sucked against Baron Zemo. He did amazing. Weapon X is not a good defender, apparently, when you're fighting Hercules. Didn't know that. And then his Rentra against my Hulkling just smoked me. At least my boy Red Hulk put up a competitive fight. He was just a much better player. Round 2, lost round 1 because I just couldn't get the opening with Gallon, have the class. This was the match I probably... I don't know if you've ever played Battlegrounds and you think, man, if I had just played better, I would have won. Obviously. But like, look at this thing. 11,000 to 6,000 points. It was close. He had nobody good against Korg and yet still beat me. Round 2, I got the best of him. But then round 3, look at this. Embarrassing. My Hercules, his Killmonger would not throw a special to save his life. And then I got caught by Killmonger's special 2 to the face. And didn't go indestructible, just died. So then I thought, well, maybe I can save myself in this one. Round 1, talk about close. Round 2, talk about close. And this is the closest I have ever lost. 44,455 to 44,883. He just, he got done faster than me. And there were a couple moments where I kind of went for risks against thing, and it didn't pay off. And those little moments were enough to have me lose. I have not had a 3-match losing streak in several months, maybe not even this year. And yet, I'm not at all surprised. I feel like I could have lost 6 in a row. I have a friend that's a fellow content creator that said that he's lost 12 matches in a row now. I hope that's not the case. And, I mean, the nice thing, I guess, if there is such a thing, is that I can claim my 600 trophy tokens. I mean, that's at least a small win, I guess. But this is exactly why I stopped doing Alliance War. This is so much pain. This is so not worth it. And yes, you're probably sick of hearing me say it, but I have my first ever promotion, which means there is a higher expectation for not only the time that I spend in the building of my journalism school, but I think just overall the amount of service that I have. I mean, I'm going to still be creating videos, but right now I'm creating about 6 or 7 in an hour span. I have a list of video topics that I keep track of, and when I'm not reacting to something in a live stream, I am posting it on the channel. So I'm doing far less work into my channel as I did even 6 months ago. But I also sit back and I think, especially because so many of the incentives are gone from Battlegrounds this season. We started all over again. The solo rewards are so pathetic that even if you get the 300,000, and I get the actual rank rewards are good, but like, really? 1,500 6-star shards? We can easily get that from side quest rewards. So, I kind of hit my breaking point. And I know when I say that, people are going to say, oh, what a wimp, what a loser. But I know, because I've heard from some of you that have not enjoyed the season at all, that I am not the only one who's hit the breaking point. And I'm hitting my breaking point with somebody who spent and wailed out all July 4th week. If you didn't, or you weren't blessed enough to have that, you're probably going up against such good rosters that even if you have better skills than some of these people, I'm sure you do, you're still going to get screwed over. So I kind of think what should have happened this season is that Kabam should have started everybody off where they ended, not from this season to season 11, but from season 9 to season 10. Because then at least I would have had all the rewards after playing 5 matches that I am now trying to get back again in the path. But actually it's much worse, right? Because it takes more than 1 win to get out of bronze now, again, and it's just made me hit a wall. It's made me not care. And Kabam can't want that. The whole reason why they changed the system was to make it easier to advance, and now they've made it harder again. And I know I made a video that said if it's not broken, don't fix it, but now especially with these losses piling up, I think to myself, this is not worth it. And honestly, if I didn't have a YouTube channel, I'd want to quit, because why am I doing this to myself? This is not fun. This is almost like emotional torture. So again, I get people are going to watch this video and say, oh, he's just whining because he sucks. And if I won, they'd say, he's not even good. He's just got a good roster. But I try to put my head in the mind of players who go through the same thing. And I think I'm not alone, unfortunately.